Most animals don't usually look for trouble until they're threatened or harassed. There are those few, like sheep or goats, that can behave rather aggressively for no reason. If you're into action, you're at the right place, as we look at 29 epic clips of animals getting into fights with humans.
Penny.
Number 29. Here is a ram that won't take no for an answer and keeps ramming into this man. Rams, like sheep and goats, love to bang heads, and these guys are called rams, so they must like it even more. Number 28. This goat went on a rampage in the streets of a Brazilian town and began chasing pedestrians for no reason. You can see it in action as it chases a man and attacks a group of people waiting in line. Then it follows a woman on the street and decides to ram into her and knocks her on the ground. A man comes to help the woman and the goat charges him. The man tries to push it away, but the goat is relentless. Some people finally manage to tie the crazy goat to a pole. Number 27. This duck gets upset when this man gets too close to it, and it decides to charge and fly after the man. The man finds it funny because it's a small duck, but I'm not sure he'd be reacting this way if it was an eagle. Number 26. Apparently this guy was hanging out with these geese for about an hour, and they were friendly as could be, until one of them went bananas and attacked the guy, as you can see in the video. The goose managed to make the guy fall into the water, or perhaps he threw himself in there to get rid of the bird, and if that's the case, it worked. Number 25. Chickens are crazy, and they're not afraid of much, and you can see what I mean in this video when this chicken chases this man all the way up into an enclosure. The guy knows the chicken and tries to talk some sense into him. Number 24. This kid threatens a rooster with a stick, but it's the kid that runs for his life when the rooster decides to attack him. The kid trips and falls over, but manages to escape the attack. Number 23. If a bear decided to attack me, I would pick this little guy because he's the cutest. Of course, this cub wants to play, even though he's probably mimicking and beginning to learn how to chase prey. But for the time being, it's mostly playtime. Number 22. I don't think it's a very good idea having a small kid playing like this with a sheep, and this kid could get hurt. But the idiot filming, even when he sees the kid crying like this, doesn't do anything about it. What a moron! Even if it wasn't dangerous at all, when you see a kid in a state of panic like that, you pull him out of there. There are new idiots born every day. Number 21. This monkey wants food, and he's using all his martial skills on this guy. Then the guy teases the monkey and gets a back kick in return. I guess the two are having a lot of fun playing with each other. Number 20. These stray dogs are not playing, and they're challenging this man who's trying to show them all the moves he has. Perhaps he's kidding around and knows the dogs, but I don't think it's the case. The man eventually walks away unhurt, and the dogs look for someone else to harass. Number 19. This man grabs a buck by the horns, but the buck doesn't appreciate it and begins to struggle. I don't understand the reason for this, but I guess people have different definitions of the word fun. The cameraman tells the guy to let the buck go, and he eventually does, and the animal flees from there without hesitating. Number 18. This poor man is attacked by a dog and tries to defend himself. The dog never bites the man, but he wakes up the other dogs in the neighborhood, and everyone decides to bark to find out what's going on. Number 17. These sheep are not happy for some reason, and one of them decides to give it to the guy that feeds them. The guy blocks the sheep's attacks with his bag of food, but when the entire flock decides to follow the first sheep, things get a little more serious. The guy finally calms the sheep down, and they just stand there. Number 16. When this guy picks up a newborn calf, he gets a piece of the mother's mind as she charges him without holding back until he drops the calf, and even after he drops it, she continues to aggress him. This mom knows the calf could be taken away from her because it has already happened in the past, and she will do everything in her power to prevent it. Number 15. This girl wants to hug this camel, but it doesn't look like the camel is into it so much. She's lucky the camel has a muzzle on, or else he'd probably bite her head off. Number 14. This kangaroo was raised by this man after his mother was killed in a road accident. Everyone knows that kangaroos are excellent kickboxers, and that's exactly what this kangaroo is demonstrating in this video. You can see the kangaroo using his tail to keep his balance and remaining in a standing position while he kicks his legs out. Kangaroos can distribute severe kicks that can cause a lot of damage, but it's obvious this kangaroo has no intention of hurting this man. Number 13. This poor person gets trampled by a flock of sheep, and he seems to be in pain after they run him over. But it doesn't end there. One of the sheep plows the person to the ground, and he bangs his head on the asphalt. And it's not a small collision. This sheep really knocked this person out, and you can see the pain the person is in just by the way he's reacting. When I looked at the clip again, I'm not even sure it was a man. It kind of looked like a woman, but I'm not sure. The guy in the car filming goes to help the person. Number 12. Wally the goose is friendly with his owner, but not with everyone else. He was raised by the owner since he was a gosling, and will defend that relationship at all costs. After a successful attack, Wally flails proudly in victory to his 3 cheering friends. Number 11. This rooster is a fighter, and this time he decides to take on this guy. But the guy looks like he knows what he's doing and has total control of the rooster. I guess roosters have more power when they attack people that panic. Number 10. This guy decides to go head-to-head with a goat. The guy is wearing a cyclist helmet, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Goats are used to doing this daily, so I'm thinking if this guy continues, he will have a major headache in the morning. Number 9. This feisty llama caused a stir by chasing an unwanted visitor out of her pen. Animal Bites TV producer Brian Barzik takes on the role of zookeeper for the first time in the amusing footage, which was shot at Tri-State Zoo in Maryland. Misty, a 4-year-old llama crossbred with an alpaca, did not welcome Brian. Barzik was taken aback by the animal's behavior. Number 8. This gorgeous polar bear cub is having a blast in the snow. He's trying to grab whatever he can, and the kids are getting quite a chuckle out of it. This little guy is full of energy and just wants to play. At some point, he even opens his mouth and tries to bite the man's legs. Number 7. This deer wants what this man is having to eat, and it's looking for it in all the wrong places. The people filming get a good laugh when the deer insists, but the guy isn't giving the deer anything. Number 6. This man is using a stick to terrorize this lion, and I don't like it. Of course the lion will be on the defensive because he feels aggressed. Why do people do such stupid things? I guess they need to impress the onlookers because their ego is low on self-esteem. Number 5. This langur is jumping around all over the place around this man, but I think this man is the monkey's owner. I'm not quite sure, but that's what it looks like. Number 4. This rooster feels like playing, and he's chosen who to play with when he approaches this woman. The woman is not intimidated and tells the rooster to back off. Number 3. This young girl is terrified when a domestic mallard duck chases her, and she inadvertently uses her water bottle to try to fend off the duck. Her father then asks her how come she said she wouldn't be afraid of a crocodile, but she's afraid of a duck. The little girl doesn't seem to have the answer. The father asks his daughter to stay close to him and brushes the duck away. Number 2. Here is another crazy ram that smashes into a shield the man is holding. After crashing into the shield, the ram consults with his friend and goes at it again. We can see the man holding the shield back up as the ram fires into the shield. I'm thinking this man is training these animals for war. Number 1. This reporter is trying to talk about the size of an ostrich egg on TV, but every time she talks, the ostriches behind her peck at her body. It doesn't feel good, and the reporter kind of moves to the side. Ostriches are incredibly strong and can trample and kill a human being if they become aggressive. These ostriches were just annoying. Many of these were fun to watch, except for the little boy crying with the sheep and the lion being taunted by the man with a stick. Which one was your favourite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our look at 29 epic clips of animals getting into fights with humans. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now!